there, my friend, and thank you so much for joining me to see what's up next on XS Hammonton. I'm your friendly neighborhood weatherman and host of the show, NorEasterNick. As we celebrated Washington's birthday recently, I was reminded that Hammonton has a special connection to President's Day. The nation's 40th president, Ronald Reagan, visited during his 1984 campaign, filling the streets with thousands and thousands of supporters and spectators. Now, no matter what side of the aisle you pull for, I'm pretty sure that if you were alive to witness this historic event, you thought it was pretty cool. President Reagan was joined by dignitaries and took time to address the concerns and needs of those in attendance. Shortly after his visit, Reagan Rock was placed to commemorate the visit to our town and as a constant reminder to this day. As a history buff, I wish I was around to see it. How much fun. Because we love our residents and think it's extremely important for you to be as well and as informed as possible, most of this episode is dedicated to introducing you to the various department heads and services the town of Hammonton offers. I sat down with several department heads to see what they do and how they can be of help to your needs. No one really likes paying taxes, but that's part of adulting, right? It makes it more bearable when the person collecting your taxes is a friendly, familiar face. Let's meet Debbie Fitchett and see what goes on in her department.
My name is Debbie Fitchett. I'm the tax collector here in the town of Hammonton, and we collect your taxes and your water and sewer payments. I have two girls in my office, Gabrielle and Catherine, and they're both very good and very helpful. We are located on the second floor in Town Hall, at the top of the stairs to the left. We're the two windows that everybody comes to when they're looking for an office up here. Most of our information goes out with our mailing, so if we really want to get something out to the property owners, we'll include it in our tax bill mailing, which occurs once a year, or the water and sewer billing, which goes out twice a year. It's the easiest way to reach everybody in the town because everybody at least gets a tax bill and or water sewer bill. Otherwise, it's the town website, and that's where we put most of the information. Most people will be calling to ask about their taxes. If they've been paid, if they're open, how much. Same with the water and sewer. They ask when the bills are be going out if they haven't gotten them yet. They ask a lot of questions about state programs, which are the Anchor program that used to be the homestead rebate program, the property tax reimbursement program, which everybody knows as the tax freeze. Most of those are the questions that we get here at the tax office. The state says that if you don't have a tax bill or a utility bill, you are still responsible to pay those quarterly payments. So not having a tax bill doesn't give you any leeway as far as, late taxes or unpaid taxes. Just important that when we include public service announcements or information in their bills that they do take the time to read them and notice payment due dates, notice anything that we send out about the tax sale, because it's really to help them and to provide them with as much information as we can put out there. Give us a call. Just call us. Call us directly. If you have questions about your taxes, we'll help you where we can. Water and sewer, we'll explain the water and sewer billing process. If you don't get it billed and you don't know, just call us. Emails are fine too, but a lot of times we find it's just easier if you pick up the phone and ask the question that we can provide you with a simple answer. Phone number is 609-567-4300, extension 119.
Okay. All right. Favorite food?
Bananas.
Favorite sweet?
Chocolate.
Cookies or candy?
Cookies.
Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Favorite movie?
Jaws.
Favorite thing to do when you're not working?
Oh, put together puzzles.
All right. And favorite place to vacation?
Canada.
So one thing you'll notice is at the end of every interview, we did a quick lightning round to get to know the person a little bit better. Honestly, that was my favorite part. Most of you have probably seen AJ Bernardo driving around town speaking to residents, but did you ever wonder what he does all day besides being an all-around lovable public servant? Well, now here's your chance.
So my name's AJ Bernardo. I'm the construction official, fire subcode official, and the department head of the Town of Hammonton Construction Office. We oversee zoning, we oversee planning and zoning, we oversee construction permitting, we oversee rental and property maintenance, all within the Town of Hammonton. So if you're coming up the steps, once you come up to the steps to the second floor, you come straight in to the lobby. We share a lobby with the tax assessor. If you're coming in off the elevator, you come to the second floor and you get off the elevator, make a left, and walk straight into the lobby as well. I like to be one-on-one with our residents here. I spend a lot of time out at people's homes going over potential projects. We take a lot of phone call appointments, emails, as far as what is permitted, what's not permitted, and we'll just take the time to go out to your location and see what your situation is and go over with you what's permitted, especially when you're opening a new business in town or you want to build a home in town or anything of that nature. So a lot of the forms are on the construction office website. So if you go to the townofhammonton.org, go under departments, and you can open up our form section on the bottom of the construction department forms. Everything is there that you would need to get yourself started, or if you had any additional questions from there, you can call myself at 609-567-4300. I'm extension 169, or you can also dial extension 108 to get to Kim McLean, my technical assistant. So our most requested information here revolves a lot around zoning information. I want to put a building up. I want to start a business. I want to build a house. You know, first we start with what could be put here. Is a business allowed to be in this zone? Is a house allowed to be here? Is our lot size compliant? You know, and then we go through the building permitting process of it, which is another sought after thing. There's a lot of information that goes out with someone applying for a building permit. What permits do we need? What permits are required? And who has to be the one to fill those permits out? I like the town folks to know that we're here every day for them. We want to be involved in your project. We want to make sure everything is going as smooth as possible for you, as convenient as possible for you. And we want to be there if you have any questions, because we're here to answer your questions. We're here to work with you. We're here to make sure that you have as smooth process as possible, because we want to make sure and we want to see that you get everything done correctly the first time and avoid any issues later, potential issues later. In my spare time, I spend time with my wife, my son. My son's 4. It's a lot of fun, a lot of energy. We do things every weekend as a family together. I'm a member of the Hammonton Fire Department, which is something that takes place in my day-to-day operations as well. It's pretty much it.
Favorite food?
Spaghetti.
Candy or chocolate?
Candy.
All right. All right. Anything else? Favorite movie?
Favorite movie would be Captain Phillips.
All right. And what makes Hammonton special to you?
Yeah, I love Hammonton. I grew up here. I'm 38. I've been here for all 38 years. We have a lot of pride and development in this town, and I just love being a part of that.
Thank you so much, AJ. You certainly have a lot of responsibility on your plate. I don't know how you always stay so chipper. After sitting down for a good 15 minutes, I decided I needed a little exercise. Got to close all those rings, right? Sure, you can take the elevator, but the steps are much more fun to see Town Clerk Frank Zuber. What exactly does he do? Well, I'll let him tell you.
I'm Frank Zuber. We're here at the Town of Hammonton, and it's the clerk's office. And the department, the clerk's office does, we do financial stuff too, but mostly for the clerk's office we do business licenses, liquor licenses, death certificates, birth certificates, any kind of information that the public needs for permits or anything, it comes here through this office, and we direct it to whoever may need it through the town office. We can't answer it. We go to the department that can. You come in through the front door. The steps are a lot. There's like 46 steps. I think I count them every day. So it's much easier to take the elevator. There's an elevator around if you come in Town Hall, past the steps, make a left, and there's an elevator to come up to the third floor, or you can always use the steps. But it's much easier to use the elevator because a lot of people come up and they can't speak right away. They have to take like a 3-minute break before they can talk to ask what they want. But it's very simple to get to, and we're always, we're family atmosphere, and whatever questions you have, if we can't answer it, we'll get the answer for you. Access Hammonton. We disseminate a lot of that through there and through our website, and all kinds of meetings we have. We have monthly meetings for mayor and council. They're usually the fourth Monday of every month, and there's information given there also. We contacted by 609-567-4300, and the main extension is 105. Any questions at all, we can answer for you. We usually check the machine daily, every hour. Sometimes we don't get the phone right away, but we usually pick up the phone when you call and just leave a message on that extension. It's, again, 609-567-4300, extension 105, and you can leave a message there. I don't think there's anything most requested because we get so many different answers. I mean, every day is different in the town of Hammonton, which is great. But there's no particular one questions. We might get questions on trash pickup or recycling or death certificate or a birth certificate. A lot of marriage questions. It's a variety of questions. There's no one particular area that we get a question on. It's just whatever pops in somebody's head. They call and we usually answer it. I think that look, we're always open to the public. Any questions you have, no question is stupid. And always call the office again, or send an emails to. We have info. It's posted on our website. There's an info email and also town clerk email. Any questions at all? It doesn't matter if it doesn't pertain to this particular department. We'll get you the answer. And we also offer notary services. Again, there's 3 of us here that do it. Come to the town of third floor of Town Hall, and that's also available. Also.
Favorite sport?
Football. Gotta say football.
Right. Favorite team?
Philadelphia Eagles, of course.
All right. Candy or cake?
Candy.
Favorite movie?
Outlaw Josie Wells.
Favorite vacation spot?
Probably Outer Banks, North Carolina.
You just won the lottery. What are you doing?
Leaving right away and going to North Carolina.
All right.
I'd probably give my 2 weeks. I wouldn't want to do that to the mayor.
Let's see. Favorite car?
Dodge Ram pickup.
What does Hammonton mean to you?
Family. I mean, it doesn't matter. Everybody helps everybody in Hammonton. Even if there's an argument between families, everybody comes out and helps everybody. I mean, it's unbelievable. If something happens in the town, everybody comes and helps that person. It's just the family atmosphere, and it's close-knit community. It's a great town to work and to live in.
Good to see you, Frank, and thanks for taking the time to help our residents better understand what your office is all about. I am not exaggerating whatsoever when I tell you that one of my favorite people of all time works at Town Hall. It's Denise Mazzio. She's literally the best. She wears so many hats and works on so many things. She's someone who will drop what she's doing to help anyone that's in need, and she's just a sweet, overall caring person. She heads up parks and recreations. Let's learn a little bit about her role here in town.
Hi, my name is Denise Mazzio. I work for the Recreation Department. I am located in the clerk's office, so I work out of the clerk's office on the 3rd floor at Town Hall every day. But I can be reached by email, which is dmazzio@townofhammonton.org, or by phone, which is 609-567-4300, extension 107. So if you come into Town Hall, you want to go up the stairs or take the elevator, and once you come out of the stairs or the elevator, you're going to make a right, and that's the entrance to the town clerk's office. It's the double doors right at the top of the stairs. So we have a department page on the town website, which is townofhammonton.org, and the recreation department is under, if you scroll to the top of the page, it's under the tab departments, and then you would click recreation, parks and recreation. For recreation, the most often requested information is a use of facility request form. So that can be found on our website, on our page. Anyone that wants to reserve one of the pavilions at the Hammonton Lake Park, or one of the fields, or any of our parks for any purpose at all. So a lot of times we'll have organizations that come in and do 5K races, or our recreation organizations like HYSA or Hammonton Little League or Hammonton Bulldogs, or trying to think of what our other rec programs are right now. I'm drawing a blank, but they all utilize the recreation request form, the facility request form, to secure their spots for the seasons. And any residents or even people that don't live in Hammonton are able to request the pavilions at the Hammonton Lake Park. Another question we always get is the canoe club available for rent? Unfortunately, it's not. The canoe club is our local seniors club, and it's senior club / community center. So some of our civic organizations use it, like HYSA uses it for their board meetings. So they would fill out a use of request form and submit it, and it goes to the Parks Commission for approval, and then they would have their meeting at the canoe club. But the canoe club on the daily basis is Monday through Friday. Our Hammonton Seniors Volunteer Group mans the club. So they spend the days there. They have programs there. They have have knitting groups. They have luncheons. They just spend their days there with each other. It's kind of it's nice for them to get out of the house and enjoy the time with each other. Visit our website. There's so much information there. And if you don't find what you're looking for, call us and call me. I mean, people call, like Frank said, the clerk's office all the time. So any question that you have, we will find the answer for you. We will never say, I don't know. Even if someone calls, you'd be surprised. We get phone calls from people looking for the ACUA. I'll Google it and give them the phone number while I'm on the phone. I don't, we're here to help. We're public servants, so we're here to help. So any questions you have, call us.
Favorite food?
Pizza.
Favorite non-alcoholic beverage?
Ooh. Grape juice?
Cake or candy?
Cake.
Favorite vacation spot?
The Jersey Shore, probably.
All right. Favorite pastime?
Maybe board games with the family.
Okay. Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
You just won the lottery. What are you doing?
I'm going to Hawaii.
And
100%. I'm out.
what does Hammonton mean to you?
Home.
Thanks, Denise, and it's an honor to work alongside of you with Access Hammonton. I couldn't ask for a better teammate here. Earlier, you met Debbie, who collects your taxes, but who's behind actually setting what you pay? Meet Mary Joan Wyatt, who has been working for the town since the 1960s. I would have never known. She has more energy than I do. Let's learn about her and her duties.
Okay, I do the assessments for all the municipality. I have like 6,500 line items, and I do the farmland. I send out postcards to tell everyone that what their assessment is for this year, and I do the mapping for the town of Hammonton. If any subdivisions or whatever. I don't know what else. I take care of the property record cards so that all the assessments are one and the same. It's the second floor, and it's up the steps. There are assessment cards, maybe farmland assessments also. There are deeds. I do all the deeds for the town of Hammonton. contact me at 609-567-4300, extension 115. Townofhammonton.org has a site for me, so, and I don't do the media or whatever. They have all the information on the townofhammonton.org.
Okay. Candy or cake?
Neither.
Ooh. Favorite drink?
Just wine, I guess. Merlot.
Favorite car?
Something I don't have.
Favorite movie?
I don't have a favorite movie.
All right.
I like all movies.
All right. If you won $1 million right now, what would you do with it?
I give it to my grandchildren.
All right. What does Hammonton mean to you?
It is my birthplace, and I'd like it to grow, and it has been growing, so it's a place that I've been here forever. And I have been in the town of Hammonton, in Town Hall, for a long time, since 1965.
Thanks, Mary Joan. I hope you get that sip of wine that you like after a long, hard day. If you've ever been to one of those many events here in town, you've noticed that within literally an hour of them ending, everything is just put back to normal. You never know anything actually happened. We can thank Scott Rivera and his highway department for keeping things as clean and tidy as possible. I caught up with Scott to learn more about the department.
We handle all the daily services over the course of the day with trash, snow, signs, leaves, yard waste, festival cleanups, event, any function that goes on in the town, barricades, you name it, we're involved with it. Educating the people, trying to get them up to par with our rules and regulations as far as when to put things out, when not to put things out, recycling, compliance, along those lines. I put a message on my machine at the shop and we email people, and then I get the information to Denise and she puts it out through the other sources that we have. You name it. Some are ours, some aren't ours. Sometimes people don't know where they live. They are all over the place. The requests come all the time. A lot of times the biggest question is when is bulky. It's always the first full week of the month, starting on a Monday. Usually 2 times out of the year we get people that they just want to argue about the calendar, the way it lays out, but it's always been the exact same way. Brush is the second full week of the month. It starts on a Monday. We try to keep it pretty cut and dry and keep it simple and make it as easy as possible so, we can get everything. They either call my office at 609-567-4336, extension 2, or they can email me at srivera@townofhammonton.org.
Favorite food?
Favorite food, I'd have to say chicken parm.
All right. Cake or candy?
Cake.
Favorite holiday?
Halloween.
Favorite car?
Ford F-150.
All right. Pastime?
Pastime, R&R.
If you won $1 million right now, what would you be doing?
I wouldn't be talking to you. Be picking up my $1 million.
All right. What do you love about Hammonton?
Our small, close-knit community that grows and shrinks like a balloon. That's the core of the town here, the old school families, the old school traditions and stuff like that. Progression's good, but we want to keep it in our little snow globe, as I like to say.
Thanks, Scott, and keep up the amazing work you guys do for us on the daily basis. I hope you have a better understanding of who can do what for you and how you can contact a specific department when you're in need of answers. Don't forget to visit the website. It has lots and lots of valuable information. Now let's shift gears and talk about art. I feel like there's a new renaissance happening here in town with all we've got going on. One of the places that it's most evident is over at Stockton-Kramer Hall, which houses the Noyes Museum. A brand new art exhibit focusing on our changing climate has recently opened, and we wanted to take a look. Check this out.
So Kramer Hall is part of Stockton University. It's our off-site campus in downtown Hammonton in the Arts District. And here at Kramer Hall, we have the Noyes Museum of Art gallery space, and then on the second and third floor, we have classes for both graduate and undergraduate students. So with this exhibition, the New Jersey Arts Annual, which is presented by the New Jersey State Council on the Arts, is part of a large exhibit that's hosted here at Kramer Hall, as well as the Arts Garage in downtown Atlantic City. This is an exhibit on climate resiliency and how it affects marginalized population. The title of the exhibit is Mother Nature versus Human Nature. Within the exhibit, we have a total of 105 pieces of art, varying in medium, whether it be photography, prints, ceramics, sculpture, as well as video. We had over 850 applications of works, and we accepted 105 pieces. And these artists are only New Jersey artists from all around the state. So through a submission guideline application, artists submitted their criteria based on their bios and statements, but the most important thing is they had to upload digital images of their work. It was a very arduous process. We hired 2 judges, outside judges, to critique the work, make the final selections, and then help present the exhibition. And then we also designed a catalog for the exhibition, which we have a hard copy free of charge at both of our locations, and it's also on our dedicated website, NorEasterNick.org. So when you look through the different galleries, some of the work is for sale, some is not. On the wall next to each piece, we have a label which identifies the artist, the material used to create the piece, as well as the title. In addition to that, we have a separate price guide to complement the work as well as the catalog. My favorite part is actually choreographing and putting all the pieces together. When you figure out 105 works and then you have to put them in 2 different locations, making sure that there's balance between each of the works. There's a narrative that is focused and designed, and then also the actual layout of the pieces. And even, interesting enough, this is small, but choosing the color of the walls. So in our gallery spaces, we have this particular blue that we're utilizing, again, representing blue with climate change and matching it all together. Well, there's a lot to do here at Kramer Hall. Not only do you get an opportunity to visit the Arts Annual Exhibition, which is up until June, but on the 2nd and 3rd floor, we have rotating pieces from our permanent collection. In total, our permanent collection has over 3,000 pieces. That's always changing. In addition, when you come to Kramer Hall, you're in downtown Hammonton, the Arts District. You have the Hammonton Arts Center, you got Eagle Theater, you got Paul Morris Dance, and then plenty of great restaurants to dine. So when we think about downtowns and sustainability from both an economic, cultural, and community standpoint, we think of health and well-being, we think of the arts, and we think of education. And here at Stockton, we play a critical role fulfilling each of those parts for a vibrant downtown community.
Thanks so much, Mike. I appreciate the tour, and we'll certainly be back sometime soon. It's a great afternoon or evening to just escape. Keeping in line with the same theme, we urge you to come out to the Hammonton Community Cleanup, which will be held on Saturday, March 4th from 10 to 12:30. Meetup is at the Hammonton Lake Park, but it's community-wide. Come by yourself, with your spouse, with a few friends, or a large group. Bring everyone and make a difference. Last year's event was a huge success, and we are expecting the same this year. Finally, if you're looking for something fun to do next week, why not support this year's Hammonton High School's play? Mamma Mia is coming to the Blueberry capital of the world March 9th through the 11th. There's reserved seating, and tickets will be just $15. They can be purchased by visiting bluedevils.booktix.com. Well, as Porky the Pig used to say, that's all, folks. We thank you for joining us this month and hope you'll be back in March to see what's up next on Access Hammonton. Take care, everybody.